Hi friends, Al Brown with the VFL Real Estate Team, a new power brand at Realty Executives. I just wanted to give you a quick market update. So after having a kind of crazy seller's market the last few years during that COVID period, demand was super high, inventory was low, so therefore prices went way up. You had markets like ours in Knoxville that essentially doubled within a few years, which is a very rare occurrence. Usually, increases in value slowly and steadily over time, but we had a kind of um, perfect storm or imperfect storm, depending on your perspective, of events with the supply, the demand, the working from home, a lot more discretionary income for people since they weren't going out and spending that money, so they had a lot more money saved up. Interest rates at historic lows in the twos and the threes. So all those elements combined created a huge seller's market, booming seller's market back a few years ago. And it kind of stayed that way for a while. We have, it seems in the last few months, hit a plateau. Just speaking specifically to here in the Knoxville area, you're seeing inventory higher than it's been in several years. You're seeing houses sit on the market for longer than they have I saw an article that had a headline that said 10 years. So it's kind of shifted from a hot seller's market. It's cooled down and it's definitely become, at least here in East Tennessee, more favorable for buyers to purchase than it has in the last few years. Interest rates are coming down slightly also. So we'll see how that continues next month when the Fed meets again. That could affect the mortgage interest rates. Really, the mortgage interest rate is 1-to-1 tied with the 10-year Treasury bond, but there are people who say that the Fed cutting rates could affect the mortgage rates too. So just a little status update. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, I've done over 20 deals the last year. I've got experience with $50,000 land deals to $1 million lakeside estates. Happy to help you out, answer any questions you might have. You can private message me here, or you can call or text my cell, 865-212-0055. And remember, for the best in town, call Al Brown.